Piastri said that he felt comfortable because he had a good launch, and he didn't think that he was surprised when Verstappen passed him. But he said after when Verstappen came beside him, he was surprised, but he figured that, oh, because of my our race pace, I'll still have a chance to catch him. So he's saying that in hindsight, the mistake he made was that he should have broken 10 meters later also. And this goes to show you that as people call Piastri cold-blooded and Mr. No Nonsense, even he makes tactical mistakes. You should never let down your guard. You don't make the assumption that, oh, let me let this guy pass me. Not let me pass, but I won't really race him hard. I'll give him that outside corner because I can still catch him later. No, there's nothing like that in F1. You have to be a killer. What do you think, Mr. Johnny?
Yeah, apart from Verstappen breaking later, even Norris and Piastri actually he braked too early, or braked early, not too early, but early, because I was watching the highlights from Russell's point of view. Russell and Piastri actually overtook Verstappen. Verstappen was in third. Russell was enjoying Piastri's slipstream. But then, and after some time, Russell shouted, "Piastri, what are you doing?" Because Piastri slowed down, and that's where
I think he was nervous.
Just, he was nervous.
Piastri made a big mistake, and he knows it. And he even admitted, he said, I should have braked later. But also he was tentative, and Russell was behind him. He was also worried about covering Russell, and that gave
he was thinking Russell was the threat actually, because he knew that Russell was going to. But even Russell would have been the threat. Russell would have been the threat actually, because he was about to slip out of Piastri's his slipstream, and then he'd have gone. But anyway, that's how it.
So I think that shows us that Piastri is not as clinical and well crafted as people say he is. I'm not hating on Piastri, but he still has the young boy still got a lot to learn.
Yeah, he still has a lot to
learn. What do you think, Kool-Aid?
I think that it might have also been the fact that, the entire race, Verstappen wasn't caught again. So even if Verstappen hadn't managed to get past them in that second corner, he knows that he'd have been all over him for the next 2, 3, 4, 5 laps, could force him into an error that could cause more damage. And I think that's always playing in the minds of Piastri. I think the only person that truly believes, whether he actually has the ability to, the only driver between the two of them truly believes he can beat Verstappen is Norris. I was going to say Norris. He believes. I don't say he can. He thinks he can. I think he's the only one that thinks he can. But he seems to be like, oh, I can, but I'm always turning up late to the dance, so I'm never able to start on grid 1. I'm always having to start in random grids.
Yeah, I think his obsession with Verstappen is making him drive poorly. He's obsessed with Verstappen, though.
Yes, I'm making a mistake in the race that's going to set me back because I'm blocked, and if not only for these things, I will be on pace to show how good a driver I am to take Verstappen on. If it's really truly that the two McLaren drivers are so inferior that even a superior car in their hands is weak, then McLaren should think about getting some better drivers.
Bring in George Russell, maybe even bring in Leclerc. If I was
think George Russell, I think Gasly is also a very good choice of
I'm sure Hülkenberg will be a good driver.
Yeah. Because I don't have faith in those
is a bit rough around the edges, but Hülkenberg is all right, So that's how I feel about this one, because McLaren should be having more joy, given that their car is significantly better than Red Bull. Because even though Tsunoda has improved the Red Bull since he took over from, was it Hadjar?
Lawson.
Lawson, since going over from Lawson, he has improved the car's standing, but it's still not anywhere in the top 4 or 6 where it should be. It should at least be in the top 6 or top 8, and Tsunoda struggling to get there. If it's there, then I'd say yes, it's a Red Bull car, but the driver ability of Verstappen was actually what killed off the race very early on.
No, Verstappen. So let's look at what Verstappen did.